Right, it's time to continue with some more solo Black Series action figures. But before I start the video review, I just want you to know ahead of time, there will be no specific order in me reviewing these figures. Don't care what number they are in the Black Series, I'm just throwing them out for you. So, this being the case here, here's a Jawa. That's today's video review. It is a Star Wars The Black Series Jawa action figure. Right, let's do this. Taking a look at the packaging is the sake of every single video review on this channel. Star Wars The Black Series, open window packaging revealing the Jawa himself. Wow, you can really see me behind the camera now. Howdy ho, Tim. Right, anyway, we got picture of the Jawa for the front of the packaging, which, you know, you can see the creepy eyes there. Yeah. So, Jawa, ages 4 and plus, warning choking hazard, Hasbro's logo on the side here. He is number 61 in the Black Series Rebirth. Right on to this side here, and all we got is just Jawa. On the back, here we've got more information regarding the Jawa figure. Now that we're back in focus, 61, Star Wars Black Series, Jawa. There's the bio for the Jawa. If you want to pause the viewer and read it, more power to you. And then here's all your trademark, copyright, and such. Right, there we go. Let's open this up, and let's take a look at the action figure. As you can see, we've got our first problem to go with this figure. Basically, his blaster here is attached to his back, right here at this pouch, and is hooked to this wire here, which unfortunately doesn't allow it to be stored here, and I don't think it can even store in the back of this pouch here because of this weak plastic bit here. Not this big piece, but the very thin piece right here that I'm afraid if I get this in the holster, it's not going to come out without excessive force, and that might even break this in half. So, you know, I can't figure out any way to actually get this to, like, wrap around. Because it's just that, it's that stiff wire that likes to unravel itself. You know, it's not the kind of wire that bends and stays in place. It likes to come undone a lot. Well, I guess this is more convincing here. This will work just fine, but still points off on this. Anyway, let's take a look at his other blaster. This one looks pretty good. I like the details on it. Very nice. And of course, he does have a trigger finger to where he can hold the blaster. But unfortunately, the trigger finger itself cannot reach to the actual trigger bit. So, yeah, you know, not too convincing. So, anyway, what you can do, of course, since the holster is probably designed for this one, you can take it and place it in here, I think. Nope, I guess not. Let's try that again, just to be sure. Rather be safe than sorry. So, I can't get it. It won't go in. So, it's either going to stay in his hands, or you're just going to have to put it to the side and lose it. So, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I can't get this blaster to go inside here. So that must mean that this one is designed to go in here. But it's such a tight connection, it's got me scared that this is going to snap. Now I got it in. Okay, fine. So we know now what blaster actually goes into this holster here. The only problem is, and it's like I said earlier, I really feel like I'm not going to be able to get this out now. Well, I got it out, but chances are that's not going to happen all the time. Eventually, this is going to snap. So I better just put it back in here and leave it there for, I don't know, forever maybe. Anyway, there's that. Now we can talk about the Jawa, now that we've gone through his accessories. Not much to really say about this little guy. He's as accurate as they come from the actual movie, so, you know, it is what it is. It's a mysterious creature that's got this hoodie on that underneath you can only see nothing but darkness and those creepy eyes once again. But for the Black Series being a much bigger scale than your standard 4-inch action figures, or 3-inch, sorry, my bad. Yeah, you can actually get more detail. You can actually see that these are like bandages or something that's wrapped around his face. So, let's take a little more look at him from the bottom. Very nice. From the back section, looks pretty good, even though this wire is just it's a eyesore. I can't look past it. It's just there, and it's really bothering me. But the pouches on his strap looks good from the front and the back, so very nice. And not much else to say, except that we do have quite a bit of detail pattern going on here for this whole entire robe. Very nice, very good. Okay, now let's get to the articulation. He has a ball jointed head. It's very nice. Top of the hoodie is glued onto the head, so it means it moves with it. Right, there we go. You do have ball joint shoulders, so you do get this much inward and outward movement. You get full rotation without any hindrance. Very nice. We have a swivel cut above the elbow. The elbow gets 90 degrees of bend on a single joint. Wrist rotation. And then we got a hinge joint for inward and outward movement this way. And on this hand, it's the same thing. That's not common when it comes to Star Wars Black Series. Usually one hinge goes up and down, the other goes inward and out. Right. Anyway, we do have a ball joint at the upper torso, so you can get some flex going on here. And that's pretty much the fun factor when it comes to the articulation. Now, I will say that the articulation does continue throughout the figure down below at his legs. The only problem is this being hard plastic here rather than being soft goods means you are hindered completely. There's a little bit of some split here, probably because of the overall design of this, but when it really comes to it, you can only get so much movement inward and out like that. So I'm not certain whether or not he's got ball jointed hips, but I have to point out, due to the fact that you can't do anything with them, right. So he also has a knee joint, believe it or not. It's going to be hard to see, but yes, he has knee joints. Very hidden in there, but he can bend his knees. But the problem is, once again, stupid decision. Anyway, wow, that's actually pretty loose on the guy. So, anyway, back to the articulation. We do have a hinge joint for up and down movement at the feet, and you do have an ankle rocker pivot, and that's the only points of articulation that you could really do anything with on the guy down below. It's just, you know, why? Why give him so much articulation if they can't do anything with said articulation? It's kind of pointless. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like the fact that this figure looks quite impressive, but with that said, it's like, why did you bother? I don't have a problem with him standing at all, but, I mean, if he does have some really loose joints here, I mean, it's only a matter of time before he's going to fall over or something. Right now, he's making me look like a liar, but let's dare to compare now so we can wrap up this video. Bringing in Han Solo from the Solo Wave. And there's your comparisons for today. Right, out with you. So, let's give my overall thoughts and opinion on this figure. A cool figure, just due to the execution on the guy, he's really complicated when it comes to doing anything with him. He can do a lot from his upper body, but when it comes to the lower body, basically his legs are just bricks. It's loaded with articulation, as I have discovered. The only problem is you can't do anything with them. And I really don't like how this wire just gets in the way and just keeps bugging the crap out of me. I really wish this was detachable from the blaster. That way it would make this look easier to get in this pouch here without it having to fight me. And I really don't like how this thin piece looks like it's going to snap any time as I go about removing this blaster out of the holster. So the figure's got its problems. Still, overall, for displaying options, it's definitely a really cool looking figure that you want to add to your Star Wars Black Series. But beyond that, this is not a fun figure to play with. You just can't. unfortunately. So, questions or comments, you know, do hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you like today's video review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me a sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Don't forget to throw in the towel. And don't worry, I'll try again with the next solo Black Series figure review. So until then, this is the Unprofessional Toy Reviewer, Red is Power, signing off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you whenever you see me.